Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Eric coming to you from my hallway here in my house. So I just wanted to touch base with everybody and kind of explain Custom Fit 360's process. Um, I think everybody knows that we're doing the Zoom training, the remote training, and we've had a lot of questions about, well, how does this work? What do I do? How do I know what I'm supposed to do? As in, like, excuse me, as in, uh, what route is the best way to go for me, meaning you. And our process is the same across the board, okay? The only difference is that we're now giving you that same amazing experience from the comfort of your own home while we're waiting this thing out, okay? So when a new client comes into Custom Fit 360 and they express interest in what we do, we go through a comprehensive health assessment. Okay, comprehensive. We do blood pressure, we talk about medicines, health history, experience with strength training, experience with fitness, your nutrition, what's worked for you, what hasn't. We do a body fat analysis using an InBody. Obviously, right now we can't do that. However, that process is going to be the exact same across the board, no matter what platform it's on, whether that's the remote or in studio, okay? So with the remote, we've got 3 different tiers. So basically what we do is we'll sit down on a Zoom call face to face so we can still interact, and we'll go through that same exact process, talking about what your goals are, what limitations you may have, what's worked for you in the past, what hasn't, how you're eating, what we might need to do to tweak it, so on and so forth. You know, our first talk is going to be about an hour, in the studio or through the remote platform, okay? So, like I said, we've got 3 tiers to our remote programming. Tier 1 is where I will do, or your trainer will do, a brief video, something like this, talking about your specific goals and your workouts for that week. So just for example, I could say, hey, Pat, today we're going to be working on more muscular power and endurance versus the strength aspect of it, just because we want to make sure that we're more functional in our activities of daily living. Okay, make sure that you don't have a whole lot of impact on that knee when you're doing your squash the bugs, okay, because that can irritate your knee. We know that. So on and so forth. And it's individualized to each person. There is no interaction with us, meaning some of our tier 2, you have access to the live Zoom classes that are run just like they are in the studio. We have become exceedingly efficient at this. In fact, I've got a Custom Fit 360 backdrop. Sometimes I've got a crew of my group people in there with me, and I'm got my sunglasses on and we're having fun. I've got some summer stuff, so we have a lot of fun with that. That's tier 2. Okay, so if we sit down and we talk about, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm not sure I want to do the one-on-one. Let me try some of the classes. And we decide that that's the route you go. Then they're actually live classes with a professional instructor. Okay, we only keep the classes up to 5, so that way we make sure that we can see everybody. And then again, that is in the studio and on the remote platform. Okay, I'm a firm believer that if you've got 50 people in a class, it's kind of hard to make sure that people's biomechanics are correct, that somebody's not having a life-threatening event in the back of the class. That happens a lot. Not with us. I'm not going to let that happen, okay? And then the 3rd tier is our highest level of service, where you get 8 one-on-one sessions a week where you're actually doing either strength and conditioning or mobility work or anything like that, on top of nutrition consulting and one-on-one coaching. So again, the process and how we decide what route is best for you is the same across the board, whether that again is in the studio or on this platform. The pricing is going to vary dependent on the level of service that you receive. Obviously, I think probably most people know that any level of service that you guys receive from us is going to be a high level of service. I pride myself in that. I pride myself in that the trainers we're all in the same level for that. Okay, we try to provide an incredible experience and a high level of service. We try to customize everything to each individual as much as we can, even in the group classes. So if somebody's doing like an overhead press, but they've got a rotator cuff injury, then we'll do something else, because most of the time when you're, and we'll say, hey, Luann, don't be going overhead, or, don't be hip hinging like that. Okay. So we can hit those different muscles. We'll do some bird dogs with a little bit of a hold. And we can manipulate people based on what their needs are. So if people have questions about that, reach out to us directly, okay? You can reach me on my cell, 703-626-3157, or visit the website. Everything's going to be on the website now. Again, all of this is kind of new to everybody. However, I do feel that we're excelling in being able to provide an incredible service, the same experience and the same results across the board. So we got you no matter where you're at. If you're interested or you want to talk more about it, visit the website, www.customfit360de.com, or you can shoot me an email at customfit360de@gmail.com. All right, we hope to see you guys soon. Bye.